Hey guys, looks like today's video is gonna be something interesting. Ever since I talked about MeTV Toons a while back, I've been thinking, does that count as Saturday morning cartoons coming back at some point? Well, I suppose so. Saturday morning cartoons have been like a thing for in our childhood, isn't it? We grew up watching dozens and dozens and dozens of Saturday morning cartoons. Whether they're Disney cartoons like Donald Duck and DuckTales, or even a few cartoons from the Warner Brothers library, for example. Kind of like Laugh Olympics, Hong Kong Phooey, or Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles, or even cartoons in the Nickelodeon library, for example. Kind of like Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, and Rocket Power, for example. Now you might be wondering why in the world I'm suddenly talking about this. Well, in recent years it kind of feels like Saturday morning cartoons are somewhat dying down a bit. Since Disney and Warner Brothers are still struggling a lot. Well, okay, maybe mostly Warner Brothers. To be honest, thanks to no good CEO David Zaslav canceling and scrapping already completed projects. Projects like Batgirl, Coyote vs. Acme, Bye Bye Bunny, Scoob Holiday Haunt, Scooby-Doo and the Haunted High Rise, and Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Pups, for example. Which those are like 6 Warner Brothers projects that I would have been curious to see how it would have turned out at some point. But I'm guessing that everything's a bit of a burst because we know there's Tubi, a streaming service that I often use all the time to watch a lot of classic shows and movies. And I guess I should thank MeTV Toons, which is a new cable channel that's gonna be showing a lot of classic cartoons possibly from the 50s, late 50s to the 90s. Heck, Andre Meadows, aka Black No Comedy, did 2 videos about MeTV Toons. So I guess in Saturday morning cartoons isn't really dead per se. I guess it's more like slowly revived. I think Nickelodeon, and sure, there are some Nickelodeon video games that did bring back some of their classic cartoons, like Invader Zim, Danny Phantom, and the Wild Thornberrys, for example. Heck, they even revived some of their shows in movie form, like Invader Zim, Hey Arnold, and Rocko's Modern Life, for example. So that's a prime example of what I'm talking about. And all those projects already came out like 6 or 7 years ago, depending on how you look at it. And sometimes it's not easy trying to see one of your favorite shows come back in the most strangest way possible. I mean, I know that Teen Titans Go has been going up for a long time, for 11 years, since 2013, I believe. And sure, maybe some of the modern day SpongeBob SquarePants seasons aren't that perfect. And I guess some people are still a bit divided whether or not HBO Max's Velma is a good series or a bad series. Not starting an argument or anything, I'm just trying to point out the facts. So, yeah. That's kind of another example of cartoons sort of dying down. I mean, honestly, Hollywood has been struggling a lot, and I do mean a lot. I probably not gonna get into like a lot of details because I'm sure you might have seen like a lot of other videos discussing how Hollywood has been a little bit cuckoo lately. Like Clownfish TV, Valsky Bum, and Animat, aka Electric Dragon 500, for example. And I guess Andre Meadows, aka Black No Comedy, already talked about some of the canceled projects on his channel, like Scoob Holiday Haunt, Batgirl, and Coyote vs. Acme, for example. Which, to be fair, I would have loved to see how that would have turned out. And I think I did find out yesterday that Coyote vs. Acme is somewhat coming back. Somewhat about to see the light of day again. I think it'll be shown in theaters around July of this year. I think July 24th. July 24th. Although I could be wrong on that one, so you guys can correct me. So I don't know if that's like true or fake. But you guys can let me know. Okay, I'm starting to get a little bit off topic here because this is supposed to be about how important Saturday morning cartoons are. Well, they are pretty important in our childhoods, since I assume that most of you grew up during the 80s and 90s when Saturday morning cartoons were still a thing at this point. Heck, some of you even were born decades earlier, like say the 1940s, 50s, or 60s, for example. Because for me, I was more of an early 2000s person. Yes, I was born on July 6, 2001. Which, by the way, my birthday is 1 month and 6 days away. I just want to let you guys know that. So I'm guessing Saturday morning cartoons aren't really dead per se. I mean, I still have like a lot of these cartoons on VHS and DVD, which I'm guessing that's one way to remember them by. And we all gotta admit that Saturday morning cartoons have been very important to us. Now, I know that occasionally I would often watch a live-action related show or movie from time to time. Heck, I even reviewed some of them. Like Meteor Man is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Even a James Bond film like Dr. No, for example. Sorry if I'm getting a bit off topic here, but we all gotta understand that despite the fact that things over in Hollywood have been a little bit cuckoo, Saturday morning cartoons wouldn't necessarily die. They'll still be a part of our childhoods. Even though I don't necessarily like hate Teen Titans Go or HBO Max's Velma. And I promise I won't reference that a lot. But we all gotta deal with a lot of shows that may not be perfect. It's like I often say on other YouTube channels that I subscribe to, not every TV show or movie is 100% perfect. Sometimes there are bound to be a few rotten eggs here and there. And I guess a few live-action shows and movies can be a part of that category. Again, we'll always remember Saturday morning cartoons and how important they are. I mean, it's true, I guess. Considering how MeTV Tunes is gonna be is a cable network, and will show a lot of our favorite cartoons that we remember growing up, like Beetlejuice the animated series, The Real Ghostbusters, Scooby-Doo, the Smurfs, Quickie Koala, Frankenstein Jr. and the Impossibles, Looney Tunes, Popeye, Dynamite, Captain Caveman, Freakazoid, Shaolin Showdown, Yogi Berry, and many more that I can name off right now, but we will be here all day long. And I'm sure that you guys grew up with Saturday morning cartoons as well. Heck, even you can even see my collection, my WB collection behind me, for example. So, yeah. This is what I just felt like talking about how important Saturday morning cartoons are. And yeah, we all understand how it can be important to us. Even though some of you guys are like maybe 9 to 11 years older than me, depending on how you look at it. So thank you guys for watching and understanding where I'm getting at right now, and realizing how important Saturday morning cartoons can be. No matter what we will end up getting at some point.